Hey, beautiful people. Good evening. This is Stefan Martinez. He is Nicholas Gambaro. His Islanders just made a trade, so he is happier than a pig in shit. Uh, Good afternoon, people, or good evening, should I say? How are we doing today?
Great. Isles got a big game tonight. We made a huge trade last night for the positive. So and I'll get into that in a little bit. I'm
hmm
ecstatic about that. How are you, good sir?
I am doing okay by the fact, other than the fact that umpires screwed up again in Major League Baseball. But then again, in my lifetime, in our lifetimes, what else the fuck is new? Um, So the controversial ending of the Met game, they had the bases loaded. If you hadn't seen this yet, go on YouTube, go anywhere you can find this ending. And I will just say this: for that not to be a reviewable play is a joke to me. Now I know the Mets won the game, and so Met fans are happy, and you should be happy. It's a good opening day win, and you got the W. So who cares at the end of the day? But this is why you should care. Because if this happens in the playoffs, where they miss a call as obvious as this, you're in trouble. Now, let me set the scene. Bases are loaded. It's a 1-2 count on Michael Conforto. And at first, they call strike three. You're thinking, they're going to
Yeah.
punch him out. Well, we're good. 2 outs. Everybody's going to be Jankoui. And then, upon further review, you see the ball glance off his forearm, and you're thinking, wait a minute. He just got hit by that pitch. By rule, as a batter, he's supposed to make the attempt to get out of the way. If you don't, that negates the hit by pitch. Big dog, am I being crazy when I say he made no attempt to get out of the way at all?
No, he didn't. That was a way that the Mets shouldn't have won. Definitely should have been called strike three. But the Mets got the win at the end of the day. What's up, Skip? So he did lean into it, you know, tried to get hit.
He definitely leaned into it, but you can't tell me, oh, but we want to get these calls right. That's why we have replay and we want to do this.
Something like that should be a reviewable play. Not even it doesn't even have to be a challenge, just automatically should be reviewed by Major League Baseball anyway. But
Right. So we're gonna tell me, oh, that's not a reviewable play. Then what the hell is the point of replay? If you can't review plays like that, honestly, and they said it on the Mets broadcast. So credit to Ron Darling, Keith Hernandez, and Gary Cohen, who ripped the umpires, and this is their team.
yeah,
This is the SNY broadcast. Ripping the umpires. You got that wrong. That's terrible. The Marlins got jobbed. On the SNY broadcast, they said
that's
this.
how you know it's bad.
And I'm like, hold up. First of all, I credit Gary, Ron, and Keith because every time there's a controversial call, they'll call it as they see it right down the chute. They're not gonna make but this is our team, so what happened? We got the win. Yo, Ron Darling and Keith Hernandez were like, "What the hell? How do you not review? How do you not review it? How do you not allow the Marlins to at least get a look at it when he clearly made no attempt to get out of the way?" And Big Dog, this is why casual baseball fans like you hate the goddamn sport because of stupid stuff like this. And I don't blame you. I do not blame you. As much as a baseball lover as I am, and I am a baseball lover, I got a game on in the background right now as I'm talking to you. That's horrible. That is complete. And then for it to come down to that, you played for 3 hours. You're in the game. You're invested. You know what I'm saying? You played. You're in it.
Right.
For the game to end like that, and you have to walk off the field, and they jobbed you. That's a horrible job. That's horrible. Ah, that's terrible, man.
And the Mets usually never get those kind of calls in favor of them.
They did today. Oh, and me, because Michael Conforto in a slump. Holy. God Almighty, came up today, big dog. Before the show, I was doing research. I was reading the stats. I was going over the stuff as I usually do. In the 3 games in Atlanta, he was in the 3 games in not in Atlanta in Philly.
Yep.
He was 0 for 14 with runners in scoring position. 0 for 14. Are you kidding me? And he's literally left a village on base. No, it's true.
Oh,
Like
you're funny,
now,
James. You're funny.
now I know why. Now I'm starting to see why people hate the sport because you, like, look, man, and then and then today,
There's so many things to fix in the sport, and forget me not liking it, hating it. What like in general, there's so many things that's wrong with the sport. Like I mean, every sport has that, right? Has certain problems, but baseball
right,
has so many problems. That's definitely one of them. Is the instant replay.
right,
I don't know.
right, and then if you were watching 27 outs on Tuesday, which you can catch right here, um,
Every Tuesday at 6.
you know what I'm saying? Three Clips Media Special plug, shout out. So Kayla, you missed what happened. You missed what happened. So Conforto got hit by a pitch, and he didn't even try to get out of the way. He leaned his arm into the pitch, and you just like, yo, dude, so you're not even gonna try and get out of the way? Nah, all right. And they lost the Marlins lost the game that way. And it's not like he tried to get out of the way. And like, look, for gamesmanship on Conforto's part, for gamesmanship as an old baseball head, I get it. Stick your arm out there, get hit,
Try and get hit. Try and get the
you get
win.
you get an RBI out of it. For
Yeah.
gamesmanship, I get it. But for a sport that constantly says we're going to get it right, we want to get it right, we don't want to miss these calls, we want to go into the 21st century. Well, you got replay, you dopes. Use it. Use the replay. And then, oh no, it's not a reviewable play. How is that not a reviewable play? Clearly hit him in the
For
freaking
example,
arm.
in the NHL, if there was a controversial play or a goal that maybe they want to review, it goes to Toronto. They automatically review it. The coaches
Right.
can't challenge, but they'll review. Like that's what should have
Right.
happened today. Should have
I
went
agree with you.
the head of Major League Baseball. They should have reviewed it and then communicated back to the umpires.
First of all, there should be a rule in the rule book that says when it comes down to a controversial call that can decide a game, you can no longer say it's in the umpire's discretion to say whether he was trying to get out of the way or not. First of all, the umpire can't see if he's trying to get out of the way. The umpire's trying to see if it's a ball or a strike. That's first of all.
Right.
He can't look two ways at one time. So somebody in BAM, which is Baseball Advanced Media, should say, hey, man, I think you kind of got to look at this one because he didn't try to get out of the way. Like that right there is the epitome of a sport that is stuck in the past because for you to say it's in the discretion of the umpire just negates the whole idea of, well, we have replay, we can go look at it. The fact that you didn't go look at it is a disgrace, is just horrible. And they didn't even try to go look at it. They were just like, oh no, it's ball game's over. No, he does. But it's also no. I applaud the gamesmanship. Like I said, if it's gamesmanship, do it. You know me. I'm all about the gamesmanship. Hey man, stick your elbow out. We need this RBI.
Yeah,
How
the
many times?
on he was okay.
Yeah, and how many times have I said me and you watch a game? I'm like, yo, the smart move here. Just get your bicep out, and let somebody hit you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're slumping. Because you ain't gonna drive in the run your damn self. So you might as well let your body part drive in the run for you.
That's what he was probably thinking. Like, I ain't gonna hit this, but let me just get hit by the pitch.
Right, and that's a smart play. But to say, I'm talking about a literal interpretation of the rule.
Right.
To say that it's in the umpire's discretion to decide whether you get to do this or not. That is complete Foolishness. Foolishness. And that's why people hate the sport. That's why. Because of stuff like this. Oh, since we're here, can I just go on another circuitous route since we're here? Can I vent since we're here? You're gonna love this. He's looking at him. He's already smiling. He's enjoying this. I'm already lathered up. I'm going, folks. You see what happened yesterday in the the Yankees Orioles game. So Aaron Judge comes off a 3 for 5. He hits a double, hits a single, hits a homer. By the way, that ball's still going because he hit that to Jersey. But and then you hear yesterday that he's not in the lineup because his side hurts. Um, bro, we played 5 games, bro. 5, and it's wear and tear. And you play 5 games, and you were the DH the other day. What wear and tear, bro? Oh, he got something on his side. We're gonna shut him down a few days. Big dog, I must confess to you, my friend, I'm over it. I'm over him. I'm over him. I'm over this. I'm over his injuries. I'm over it. Get him the hell out of New York as fast as you can find the destination. And that has nothing to do with his play on the field. I'm just talking about the fact that you can't stay on the field. You got to go. Like I'm done with you. I'm frustrated, big dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm completely frustrated because you see the talent and you're like, oh my god, if he could stay on the field, what we could have. But I'm never gonna live that dream. I'm like the kid that sees the high school girl at the dance who says, "Damn, I'd love to say hello. I'd love to say hello." And then every time I go to say hello, my friggin' I can't speak. It's like a gift. You see the air bubbles, but none comes out.
Yeah.
It's just you're stuck. You speak. You speak. You become a mute. And quite frankly, I don't know why. I'm just over him, and I'm over the injuries. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm completely done.
Yeah, you've been over him for a while. Even though he's great, but I know just because of his injuries, you're like, it's not even worth it.
You agree, though? I mean, the guy is talented. I'm not saying he's not talented, but if all right, let's put it this way. Let's say it was a jet football play, and the guy he's a great talent. He just can't stay on the football field.
Great.
As much as you love him, you would get sick of it too. You're like, yo, fam. Either you get some Bioflex. We're looking for a sponsor. Holla at your boys. Get some Biofreeze, spray that on the rib cage piece, and get out there and take some to Advil. Or I'm done with you. I'm done enough with these soft tissue injuries. Oh well, he's big. It's gonna happen, and you know what? Then retire. I'm over it. I really am. I'm done with it. That's funny to her. No, I'm serious. Like enough with the injury. Oh well, it's been 5 games. We got to get him off his feet, bro. You played 5 games, and you're hurting already. I thought we were. Oh God Almighty! When we get up in the morning, you should hear some of the grunts. Oh, and he knows it's true. That's why he's laughing. Oh, back hoits, knees hoit,
Oh,
everything hurts. Jesus, Lord Almighty. No, and you know what the sad part is? The sad part is his swing was actually starting to come around, but he can't sell the field. It was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Yo, we're gonna have to mummify the dude. Let's just wrap him up in some bubble wrap. You know
until
the mum,
October.
yeah, you know the mummy wrap that they wrap the guy in when they die. Just wrap, 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 and it's like, bro, we're gonna have to mummify your big ass for you to stay on the field.
Oh,
2 years ago was a different story because he wasn't hurt all the time. 2 years, that's why it was different. He wasn't hurt all the time. And I'm sorry, but when you're hurt and you're not productive, I'm going to call you out on it. That's why it's different. Big Dog, am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking this way? Tell me I'm wrong. And you hate us, so you don't care usually, but am I wrong?
I mean, I would still hold on to the dude just because of his talent, but
what good is the talent if you can't play?
who's going to
That's like
take him if he's injury prone? You're not going to trade him.
I don't got. Listen, that's not my problem. I just don't want him here. I don't care. I'll trade him to the Mariners for a friggin' low-level A prospect. I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm done.
Damn.
Get him out of here. I'm done. And then they're like, oh, do you extend him? No, you don't give him any kind of money. You just let him rot. No, don't pay him. I love him, but he gotta go. Cause you ever seen those? You ever seen those diagrams with the different body parts that what happens when you hurt a different body? Pretty soon, you're gonna need a diagram for all the places that this guy's been hurt. Rib, wrist, back, this, that. Jesus, bro. God almighty. I think the injury came in spring training. The manager can't say anything if the players... And that's fair, James. I'm not saying for them to disclose what the injury is. I don't care about that. But the fact that you're always hurt, and it's always something, and it's like... Yeah, honestly, and I'm so cynical this way. I'm waiting for Giancarlo to pull a quad run into first base. I'm waiting for the day, 'cause I know it's coming any day now. Giancarlo Stanton out of a lineup, pull quad after jogging to first base. Didn't run hard, but just jogged and felt the quad pull.
Be pessimistic. You're a Yankee fan and you're being pessimistic.
So the hell what?
It makes no sense. But we're not getting into that because I talked about that multiple times on this show.
That
it's insane what you do. It's crazy.
How is it insane? They can't stay on the field. My argument doesn't have merit that they can't stay on the field. They've been hurt longer than...
They still end up winning divisions. They go deep in the playoffs.
It does not matter. I don't care about going deep into the playoffs and winning divisions. The mandate from the organization is
healthy again anyway.
To go down in a week from then. Oh yeah, something else hurts now. Really? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. How many times have we got to play this game with these dudes? Oh yeah, he'll be healthy. Yeah. No. You know what I call it? I can't say it on the show, but you know what I call it?
You know they're going to figure it out anyway in the end, so I don't know what you're flipping out about.
They're going to make the playoffs, but who cares? I don't care about making the playoffs. I could care less. I'm sorry, I could care less about making the playoffs. It means nothing to me. It really does. Oh, but they're going to make the playoffs. So what? They're going to win the division. So what? By the way, I'm not going as far as Emilio this morning with the whole Cashman's an overrated GM. I'm like, oh, you're going a little far.
I couldn't really look at the chat, but
you're going a little far. He said that in our group chat this morning.
I love Emilio.
That's going a little far. You're talking to like a Yankee anti-establishment on the other end of the screen, and even he's like, whoa,
That's a little crazy there, Emilio.
Look at him, and you hate us, and even you're like, don't do that. Don't do that. That's far. That's a little bit too much. That's a little too far.
The Mets would love to have a guy like Cashman in the front office.
Oh my God! Do you know what they would give? Cashman's not that good of a GM. Really? This was his statement was, hot take on my part. I just don't think Cashman's that good of a GM. So I just said to him, also, Gio's been a bum. So Talkman's been a bum. So Luke Voigt, who led the American League in home runs last year, he's a bum too, right? Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, but Kluber and Tyone are gonna probably pitch semi decent this year, but he's a bum, right? Don't do that. You sound foolish. You. My concerns are legitimate because I got two behemoth human beings that heard something when they got out of bed in the morning. Ah, I slept wrong. My side hurts. Ah, I slept wrong. My wrist hurts. Ah, I can't play. I got a hangnail. Like,
It'll be all right though.
all right. Anyway, speaking of not being all right, because I wasted 20 minutes on this garbage. Um, on to more garbage we go. Do you want to take this, or should I? Let me set you up for it, folks.
Set me up and then because I got a couple. I
Listen, you might want to let your friends know to tune in because there's going to be some very interesting things said in this
not
portion
with
of the show.
I'm not ranting about the Jets specifically, but it's things people have said about the Jets that literally, and these are supposedly professional people that are in the business that supposedly know everything about football and the Jets. And listen, one of the guys is Mike Greenberg, who I love dearly, another diehard Jet fan, but something he said the other day, I don't know. I was baffled. And I'm not saying he don't know Jet history or nothing about the Jets, but this particular statement was
All right. Let me set you up, and then you can go.
up.
So, Mel Kiper Jr. decides,
Oh God.
let's make the asinine statement and say that Sam Darnold and Zach Wilson could play together. It'll be good for Sam.
Give
Mel Kiper Jr. Mel Kiper Jr. Hold up, before Big Dog goes, has Sam Darnold been Brett Favre? Where we got like an Aaron Rodgers situation where where Zach Wilson's sitting on the bench just waiting for his time because one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time still wants to play. Is that happening here? Not that I'm aware of. So the Jets did the right thing. They traded Sam Darnold that was discussed on Monday's show, and Mel Kiper decided to say, I think they did the wrong thing, and it'd be good if they kept both. Big Dog, to that you say what, my friend?
I don't know how this guy is in the business of talking football and studying the draft. I've said it. How this guy. I'm not saying anything, that it's looking good for the night, but gotta wait and see what happens.
Yeah,
but
don't tempt fate like that. That's not good.
No,
that's not good.
We are on a roll though lately, but Mel Kiper Jr. apparently you studied the NFL draft since way back in the day before the internet. But the fact that because on Get Up they do a segment, what is Mel mad about today? Mel Kiper, I'm mad at the Jets. And he said, as Stephen pointed, I'm mad at the Jets because they traded Sam Darnold. All right, that's fair. And they should have kept him on the roster, then draft Zach Wilson so there could be a healthy quarterback competition, which Stephen made a good point there about, how Darnold really hasn't proven himself to begin with. And he's already fragile. The Jets are filled with drama. Do you really, really, really want to mess that up even more with bringing a rookie in who's supposedly this phenom now because he threw one rollout deep 90-yard bomb to a guy in, that he wasn't even being chased by a defensive lineman or a linebacker? Oh, okay. So apparently Zach Wilson's like the next coming of Aaron Rodgers, I guess. I don't know. But how on earth? And then Greeny goes, oh, well, I see both sides of it. Greeny. As I say, I love you, but Greeny. Okay. How on earth can you agree with that statement? Him, better than anyone on ESPN, Alan Hahn, too, has been a lifelong Jet fan, but Greeny, you're in your 50s. You've been a Jet fan your entire life. you know the drama that the Jets deal with on a daily basis every single year. How can you say I could see that happening or seeing it as being a good thing? Having two guys, one who's was a phenom apparently 3 years ago, but now everyone thinks he sucks because he hasn't done anything, which not his fault because he was hurt. He had the apparently offensive genius in Adam Gase, who is a garbage head coach, garbage offensive coordinator. And then you bring in Zach Wilson. Now you want them to battle it out. How is that good? And then Kuiper goes, oh, well, then after that, if, Darnold ain't going to be the starter, then you could trade him. How does that even make sense? So the bottom line, look, then Rex Ryan. Oh, my God. I was telling Stefan yesterday, and he ain't even a Jet fan. And he was baffled because he knows the Jet history. I've told him the horror stories, and he remembers the Rex Ryan era, right? And so he goes, because 3 years ago, he wasn't in favor of Sam and doesn't like Sam, didn't think he was good enough, whatever. But yesterday on Bart and Hahn's show, he's like, oh, you see, I was right. The Jets made an amazing trade. This was so good for them. Darnold wasn't going to be good anyway. Zach Wilson's the future for this franchise. Then he goes, Sam Darnold was never going to be a Mark Sanchez to begin with anyway. Try winning 4 playoff games on the road. Darnold stunk. Darnold also was never even a captain, but Sanchez was, which I don't know what that has to do really with anything related to that, but okay. Oh, my God. And then implying, unless if I misunderstood, that maybe Zach Wilson should just automatically come in and be a captain. Then Alan Hahn asked him, should, Zach Wilson be the automatic starter? And Rex Ryan's like, oh, yeah, he'll come in and be better than Darnold was. First of all, and look, Rex brought us to 2 back-to-back championship games, but Rex, I'm going to say this, you're a dope. As an football analyst on TV, you're a dope. You're a dope. And look, Sanchez, grateful for what he did, helped the Jets get to back-to-back championship games. But how can you compare? Now, yes, they both went to the same school, but forget that. They're 2 completely different quarterbacks. And you can't really compare anyone to Darnold because we really didn't see him at his best. Sanchez was a good quarterback, was more of a game manager, also had a great running game, and had great wide receivers. Braylon Edwards, Santonio.
What's up, Dak?
He had Dustin Keller, a tight end. And one of the best maybe offensive lines the Jets have ever had, led by Nick Mangold to Brickashaw Ferguson. I could go on and on. So the fact that you're comparing Mark Sanchez and again, I'm not, I love Sanchez. I'm not crapping on him or anything like that. But how can you, I don't know what his beef is with Sam Darnold. What Sam Darnold ever did to Rex Ryan, I don't know. But that interview with Alan Hahn and Bart Scott, to me, he just hates Sam Darnold. Hates him for whatever reason. And him, Greeny, and Kuiper, what they all said yesterday made no sense to me. Yes, James, the Sanchez. But I don't know. James, you're a Jet fan too, and I know you love Sanchez. But isn't it hard to compare? Just talking down the middle, it's hard. You can't compare both of them. So what Rex Ryan's, I don't know. Yes, Sanchez, of course, had a better career with the Jets, but it was a completely different situation. They had a way better, at the time, Rex was a good head coach. They had a good offensive coordinator in Brian Schottenheimer. They had a great defense. They had a team, a coaching staff, and a front office that knew what it was doing. Whereas when Darnold was with the Jets, it was complete, utter chaos.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What do you give your thoughts?
Well, I think it's a completely different situation for all the things, all the reasons you stated. However, here's the other thing too. When you start talking about, Sam as being the next great quarterback, and Sam's going to do great things with the Jets, and Sam's going to do all this, you're putting so much unnecessary pressure on the kid's shoulders to produce as soon as he comes to New York. As soon as he gets off the plane, he is under this microscope of Sam. You better do it. You
You
got to
mean
be the
Zach
next
Wilson?
Broadway Joe. No, I mean when Sam Darnold was
Right, right,
drafted,
yes. Yep.
the whole narrative
And they're
was
doing the same thing now with Zach Wilson.
Sam's going to be the one to take the mantle. And I do remember at that point in time, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I had made Tap said it to you as well. But
Mm-hmm.
I remember telling you that I think Sam came out a little bit too early.
Yes.
I thought Sam should have stayed in school another year because I didn't think he was ready for the NFL because he was throwing more interceptions at USC than he should have been if you were ready for the NFL. Stayed another year, seasoned his game, refined himself, and then come out. But I understand the urgency to want to come out because in football, you get hurt one bad time, it could all be over from there. So I get it. I'm not upset at the fact that he decided to come out. But what I don't understand is this constant hype machine around Jet quarterbacks. It's like, yo, can the kid learn his way around the city first? Can we learn a playbook? Can we figure out? Can he have the same head coach for all 3 or 4 years of his first years of development? You got to remember, Sam was given two head coaches in his first 3 years. How are we supposed to develop any sort of chemistry with coaches, players,
Right.
roster was always turned over. Who was the GM? Who wasn't the GM? Was Gay Smith calling the shots? Was this one calling the shot? I mean, how is it fair? Now
So
you
at
say,
your
"Oh well,
point the other day, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you brought up the point on Monday that Sam openly said on the Michael K show interview, "Oh yeah, I wasn't allowed to make audibles at the line. I wasn't allowed to
that's
call
another
anything."
that's another thing. How do you expect a guy to grow in his development when he sees something on the defense and he can't make changes? Okay. Now I'm hoping Robert Sala finds himself a quality offensive coordinator that knows what he's doing and that is able to say, you know what, let the quarterback show me what he sees and show me how he feels about certain things, and then we can get into it. And honestly, I love Sam, but if I have one critique of Sam Darnold, it was always, well, I got to get better week after week. We know you have to get better, Sam, but that's not the point. The point is he wasn't given the ability to get better. There's no. It wasn't like it was just all Sam's fault. No, it wasn't just all Sam Darnold's fault. Sam Darnold was hung out to dry all because a guy had an ego in Adam Gase, and Sam Darnold was unfortunately a casualty of his own selfish personal gain. You could say I'm irresponsible for saying that. Quite frankly, you're entitled to my opinion. We all are. They're like assholes. Everybody has one. So all I'll say is it's nice that everybody feels the way they feel, but like, can we stop? Can we stop? Like, you're gonna ruin another quarterback for what? For the sake of your own personal enjoyment? And then Zach Wilson, from what I hear, he's a good quarterback, but let's not act like he's the next coming of Joe Montana with one throwing some shorts. Please. Like, that's irresponsible too. Because they did the same thing at Sam's Pro Day. Oh, Sam lit it up at Pro Day. Sam was amazing at Pro Day. Sam made all the NFL throws. Sam's gonna be a great NFL QB. Kuiper, the same guy, went on ESPN. Oh, Sam Donald has all the measurables. He's gonna be a great quarterback. I like the way his size. He has good hands. He can read a defense. He has a great arm. Mel Kiper, do me a favor. Shut the hell up until it's draft night. Until draft night, I don't want to see you, hear you, or your slick back 80s, 70s mullet. Get the hell off my television screen, you idiot.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
agree. Yes. Big Dog, was anything I said there wrong? Please
No,
correct me if anything I said that was wrong.
the Mel Kiper thing. Oh my God.
No, but was I wrong though?
And even with Jet quarterbacks, you wanted to go over this today, I remember.
Yes, please. Yeah, yes.
You know where I'm going with this. I thought of it. I'm
Yes,
like, I have
please.
to do this. All Jet starting quarterbacks in the past, we'll do 10 years. We could go more. We'll be here all
Nah, we'll be here all day.
past 10 years because that's how long we haven't been in the fucking playoffs. Excuse me. But
No.
last year, Donald and Flacco. 2019, Donald, Luke Falk, and Trevor Siemian. 2018, Donald and Josh McCown. 2016, Fitzy, Bryce Petty, and Geno Smith.
Oh, getting old. Good old getting punched in the face, Gino. Well, there he is.
2015, Fitzy. He played all 16 games. 2014, Geno Smith and Michael Vick. 2013, Geno Smith played all 16 games. 2012, Mark Sanchez and Greg McElroy. And 2011, Mark Sanchez played all 16 games. So, and the list goes on and on. But it's oh God.
So let me just preference. Let me ask Big Dog a question. What is it about? And if you notice the title of this episode, if these walls could talk, if the walls in Florham Park and before that Hofstra could talk, I wonder the horror stories they would tell about quarterbacks being drafted by this garbage franchise. I'd love to write a book at some of those things that those walls have seen,
and most
heard.
first round picks the past 10 years, most of them aren't even in the league anymore.
I really would love to write a book called "If These Walls Could Talk: The Embarrassment of the New York Jets." I'd love to know what goes on draft night when they're sitting in the war room, going, you know what? No, we like this player, Marcus May, great safety. Dean Milner, great safety. Claiborne, great safety.
Darren
This one,
Lee,
great. Yeah, this one. No.
Calvin Richardson.
By the way, he's a member of my aforementioned Cleveland Browns. He played very well this year, so thank you, Big Dog. I appreciate it.
He's one of the few that are still in the league and actually playing well.
I know. I appreciate it. That was a very generous gift you gave us.
Well, he came from the Vikings, then to the Browns.
No, but you traded him. You started the domino effect, so it all goes back to you.
Yeah.
I mean, for the love of God, man. Oh, and here's another thing. If I hear an expert pundit say, well, I heard from a source, I heard from a scout that he did, nobody knows a goddamn thing. Can we stop? Can we stop? Can we stop with the scouts? Can we stop? Can we stop with the scouts? They got that right. Look how that ended up.
I never liked him anyway, but
no. But can we stop with these experts that all know and they know all and they do this and they do that and they do this and they do that? Stop. Football's a grown man's game. If you don't have the mentality to go out there and get your brains breathed in for 4 quarters and come back and still play, you shouldn't be in NFL. And honestly, I love Sam, but I think he's too much of a nicer guy. Sometimes I would like to see the asshole side of Sam Darnold. I would have liked it. No,
yeah,
obviously.
Like that the players, right? I
No, I don't. But in this instance, Big Dog, weren't you getting tired of him going on the K show? Oh, we're getting better every week. Oh, we're doing this every week. Oh, we're doing that every week.
Once, but of course he couldn't do that. But
I'm like, yo, Sam, call a spade a spade. Your coaches are fucking dope. Say it.
He sucks.
Say the words.
It's
okay. If they trade you, you get off scot-free. You don't got to deal with it anymore. If they cut you, you get off scot-free. You still get paid. Your coach is a dope. It's
Shit, his
okay.
friends or his family, whoever it was, threw him a friggin' going away party with
Oh,
black, light blue, and white balloons, the colors of the Panthers. Like, woohoo, getting out of the Jets. There you go. Going somewhere else less chaotic and stupid.
that had to make you feel good as a Jets fan, seeing him have a going away party.
Good. I hope he wins a Super Bowl. Then the Jets could see how dumb they are. For real. Him and Robbie Anderson are going to kill it down there. Kill it.
No, but how many times have we seen this? Somebody leaves the Jets, they go somewhere else, and they're like,
billions of times.
But doesn't that make you sick? Doesn't that make you sick?
But I'm used to it, so it is what it is.
So the fact that you used to it justifies the fact that you have to deal with this madness from year to year.
I shouldn't, but
oh god,
that's why I don't watch the Jets like I used to. What's the point?
Now I understand. I used to fight you on this, but now I understand. When you see things like this, and you wonder why this poor soldier stops watching them, doesn't
a big dog? You can't just say it's the Jets. Like, what does that even mean? Now you know what it means.
Now I get it. I mean, for the love of God, you were named after a foot fungus, gangrene. Yeah, it's metastasized all over your organization, from the foot to the brain. You're all and then I love how on draft night, you're gonna see the Johnsons. They're gonna put out a tweet. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. If I see the Johnsons talk to this quarterback, speak to this quarterback, breathe on this quarterback,
they should be as far away from the team as possible.
Well, they won't do that because they got billions of dollars invested. Not billions, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, how many days till draft night? I think it's down to 45 now?
No, less than that, because the draft is April 29th, so
a
little less than 3 weeks away.
Oh, so we get to see another QB king crowned by the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
Woo! He'll be gone in 3 years. No. For another, what is it, the fucking 150 quarterback we got in history?
Whoa!
Whatever. Can we switch the topic? Because I can't talk about this.
I can't talk about it anymore. By the way, interesting news around the NBA. I got 2 interesting things, and then we'll move on. Rick Welts, which is the president of the Golden State Warriors, is retiring at the end of the season. He's been the Warriors president for the last, I think I read something, over 30 years. And he's retiring. So good for him. Won a couple championships. Gets to live in Napa Valley. Life is good. God bless. Kevin Durant came back for the Brooklyn Nets yesterday and looked pretty good.
I know you were cursing.
To curb your enthusiasm. And
the Knicks with a
I was more upset
night against Boston too.
You had to go there. You want to get into this because I wasn't going to go here, but you mentioned it. Fellas, how hard is it to get a competent shot at the basket? That is your job. That's what you're paid to do. You're paid to shoot the ball in the round thing they call a hoop. You get paid to do that. That is your job description. You get paid handsomely to shoot a ball in a hoop. Preferably, the closer you get to said basket or said object, the better chance you have of making said shot. But no, we want to sit there and jack up threes, and you want to sit there and just play stupido ball. The New York Knicks are 1-5 in their last 6 games. They're now fell to the 8th seed. They're on the verge of missing the playoffs altogether, which for my money is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I know Tom Thibodeau is going to pull what little hair he has left out at the thought of them missing the playoffs. But oh my God, their late game execution, big dog. If you were sitting there watching the last 5 minutes of this game, you would have looked at me and said, why the hell are they here? Why are we doing this? This is like an exercise in stupidity. What's the definition of insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over again. That is the definition of the Knicks' late game plan. Oh, get it to Randall, see if he get a shot. No, let's not move the ball around for the best shot. Let's get it to a C plus decent player and see if he could close game for us. Julius, I love you, but for the love of God, I mean, really, can we get a decent shot? I'm not asking for a great shot, but can we get a decent shot? And then, yeah, we're partying up in Brooklyn. Yeah, party up. This former All-Star, that former All-Star. Pretty soon, Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace are going to become walking in with walkers and wheelchairs. Can we play too? Yeah, come on, there's room for you. Jesus, man. And what are we? The disgruntled Knicks that gets it wrong again. Just
say it. It's the Knicks. It makes you feel better.
Yes. It's the curse of the orange and blue.
Except for the Islanders right now, we're rolling.
Can you move? Can we talk about them? Can we talk about some actual good sports? Because between the Knicks and the Yankees last night, you see this hair? You see the hair? You see it? You see? I'm going to pull out a hair that I don't have watching these teams play. Are you kidding me? Oh, go ahead, big dog. Go ahead.
So, massive trade last night. By the way, Palmieri and Zajac are going to be playing on the same line with our boy JG Pageau on the third line tonight. So that should be.
Whoa.
So the
is Parise French? Is he French? Zach Parise, is he French?
Parise? No, he's American.
Oh,
he's nationality, I'm not sure.
He might be French.
Palmieri?
Kyle Palmieri's French?
No, he's Italian. Palmieri, definitely Italian.
Oh.
And speaking of which, he's a local guy, but I'll get into that in a second. So the Islanders from New Jersey received Kyle Palmieri and Travis Zajac, who are both forwards. Zajac's been with the Devils for years and years. Palmieri's been with the Devils for a while. They both have experience with Lou. We gave the Devils two prospects, AJ Greer and Mason Jost, and a 2021 first-round pick and a 2022 conditional fourth-round pick. So, honestly, the Islanders won this deal by a landslide because you got two players that are going to produce. They're not superstars, but they're exactly what Barry and Lou want, the type of forechecking, grinded out Islanders hockey. Right. I wouldn't be shocked if you'll see Zajac and Palmieri on the power play too every now and then, doing the net front presence type deal, which actually Matt Martin's been doing pretty good at, having a couple of assists. He scored a few games ago. So, awesome deal for the Islanders. Excited about.
And also, what I think it does too is it now you have two guys to replace Anders Lee that kind of do not the same exact thing, but you have two guys that are James with some further notes here.
Yes.
Do you feel like this like this kind of fills the void of the loss of Anders Lee? You kind of like
it does. I mean,
feel that.
Replace Anders Lee. He's our captain, but Palmieri is really good. Zajac's been a veteran for a long, long time. So both of these players, they're exactly what we need. That's right. Let's go on this.
He wants it for the draft position. I see you there, buddy. I see you. Because I'd be thinking the same way.
Al Palmieri will become the first Long Island native to play for the Isles since Chris Ferraro, another Italian guy, from Port Jefferson out in Suffolk. He played in the 99-2000 season. Kyle Palmieri was born in Smithtown, New York, which is like a half-hour drive away from the Coliseum. But he was actually raised in Montvale, New Jersey. So he's a local dude. So he played for New Jersey. Played for the Islanders. That's kind of cool. Like the place you were born, the place you grew up.
That's amazing.
That's very rare too. You don't really. I mean, unless if you're playing for the Maple Leafs, but you know.
As we say, who better than you, eh?
But yeah, if you're an Ontario guy, you know that's pretty much half of the Maple Leafs roster.
Well, you know.
But yeah, the Islanders, man, a big win the other Tuesday night against the Capitals, 1-0. You were on the phone with me for most of the game. I was screaming, cursing, having a heart attack. God forbid.
Whoa!
Knock on wood, but
yeah,
that was such a huge win though in the standings and to win in regulation.
I even joked with him. I was like, "Listen, don't die. I need you for Thursday because I got 3 shows now, and I'm gonna be dragging ass at the end."
And I'm here. But yeah, I would. Oh my god! And I love the Capitals. So, but that was a huge win, nonetheless. We got Philly tonight, so another big game for the Islanders. And listen, man, this is going to be a battle to the end. We got 17 games left. We got next 3 games of the Flyers, then Rangers tomorrow night, then the Rangers Sunday. So we got the Rangers back to back.
Speaking of the Rangers, did I read that right? That they won 8-3 against Pittsburgh in regulation at the Garden the other night?
Yes, yeah, on Tuesday. And they play Pittsburgh tonight.
Yo, fam. So we're just going to let somebody score 8 goals in regulation time and be okay? Cool. I mean, you can't go out. We're in Veto protocol. What are you giving up 8 goals for, fam? Have some pride in yourself. Jesus. Good Lord, man.
That was really shocking. I didn't expect that. But the Islanders, man, we're trucking along. We're doing what we got to do.
All right, getting away from the locals for a minute because I know those are your boys and you want to love on them and you want to entitled to love on them.
But the New York team for a half hour, but the Islanders got to be, 2 minutes?
This relates to the Islanders, though. Smart ass. Jesus. See? Look at him cutting me off before I even finished the friggin' point. This relates to the Islanders in regards to, because I got the Islanders going to the Cup. The question is, who do they see in the Cup and who makes the trade in the Western Conference to get them to the Cup final against your boys?
Well, that's the interesting thing because it's not going to be East versus West. It may not be like that this year, all depending on the reseeding and who wins what series.
So,
like, we could see us play another Eastern team.
All right, so if you do, who you got?
Well, it wouldn't be in your division. I can see us, I don't know. I would say Toronto, but honestly, who knows if they could even win the first round. So the way it's looking now, we would play Pittsburgh in the first round, then whoever would win the Boston-Washington series.
That should be.
So I could see us meeting the Bruins in the second round, us beating them, and then playing whoever in the Canadian division goes the furthest. The Islanders could go to the Cup final this year. We really could. It's still going to be tough. There's no doubt. But we could do it.
But that's why I asked you, who do you have? Which team are you looking at going? If they make a move, we're going to see them.
It could be, you mean like the toughest road, you think?
No. Which team, let's say if you see Boston in the second round.
Okay. I can see them making a move because I think.
That's what I'm saying. So which team that you think you might face, whether it be Boston, whether it be whoever, makes that trade to put themselves in that position? Could it be Boston? Could it be another team? Could it be a few different teams?
As good as they are, so I'll name you one East team and then one, couple Western teams. I think Boston now, the fact that we made a move, maybe Washington does something, although I think they're pretty good with what they got. As good as Boston is, I think they need to make one more trade. And my God, they've been the goalie carousel for them has just like been nonstop. So they need healthy goaltending before anything else. If we're looking at the West Division, honestly, if the Blues, because the Blues have lost 7 out of their last 8 games, 2 of them to the garbage Anaheim Ducks, no offense, but they are just terrible. And they were called out by head coach Craig Berube as weak, soft, got to play better pretty much, which
whoa,
sport.
There you go there. I like that. Call them out. They're playing like crap. Tell them about it. There you go, Berube. I like you. I like your name too, Berube.
Yeah, that's what kind of coach.
Don't take none of that lackadaisical shite. There you go. Good for you.
They can make a move because really they have to, or else they're done. But you know who could? Well, we say Vegas, who I could see, maybe Colorado, but they're honestly both of them are on fire already. But Minnesota, they're creeping up in that division. They're getting there.
We talk about them every year. Oh, this could be the year.
Avalanche 8-3 last night. They won 4 out of their last 5. They swept Vegas in Vegas and beat.
Whoa!
That kind of shocked you there, huh?
It did, but stop me when we've heard this movie before. Oh, they beat this team. Oh, they beat that team. Oh, they beat. Playoff comes, and what do we get? What do we get? You're the hockey fan, you know.
Yeah, first round.
You know who they are. I got a comp. Do you know who they are?
Who?
They are the Seattle Mariners of hockey. You remember the Mariners in like 01? They won 118 games. They murdered everybody. Yankees see them in the second round, and it's like, well, that was nice. Your 118 games. I was like, get out.
That's nice.
Go away. We've been hearing about Minnesota for 98 years. Oh, they're gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Can you show me something? Can you show me some stones? Hey, can you? They beat Vegas 8-3. They swept it. Good. Do it in the playoffs. You know who they are? They're the Clippers. Oh, the Clippers. The Clippers. Great regular season team. The Clippers. The Clippers are softer than Charmin, to use a Kobe Bryant line in the playoffs.
Damn.
Soft. And so are the Minnesota Wild. Show me something. Grow a set. Win a playoff series.
You could say that for another team too, but we ain't gonna get into all that. But
who's that?
Toronto.
Good. Them too.
Oh, I was listening the other day, and they were like, "Yeah, Toronto might go out and get another forward." I'm like, "Well, that really doesn't fucking help anything." But how about
there's
a defenseman?
I was about to say there's a position.
Not that I'm a Maple Leaf fan, but if I'm a Toronto fan, I'd be pulling my hair out.
But there's a position in hockey. It's called defenseman. Have you heard of them? They actually do something called play defense. Have you heard of it before? Have you? Have you? Oh yeah. They get paid to defend. You don't have many of those guys, and the guys you have aren't very good at it. I'm sick of Toronto too. I'm sick. I'm sick of it.
And they get all the coverage because they're Toronto. They're Toronto. Who cares?
Oh, let it rip, Dave.
They've been on my shit list.
Oh, there he is.
I wanted the show to get more salty, so you know what?
Good. There it is.
They took our victory goal song.
Oh, here he is.
Every time we win a game afterwards at home, we play a particular song. And what it told me to do. I'm like, see that? Why you got to do that for?
He's calling you out for gimmick infringement. He's saying, you know what? You steal my gimmick, and I'm not happy about it. Oh,
gimmick, but something we do after every win. We play.
I mean, I'm using a wrestling term, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah, after every win at the Coliseum, we play right back to where we started from, the classic disco track by Maxine Nightingale, who, if any of you out there are diehard hockey fans and have watched Slapshot, because every time I hear that song, that's what I think of. The scene where they're playing cards on the bus ride to the game, and they got the song blasting. So it's a hockey song. I always think of that movie whenever I hear that song. Great song, and what Toronto fucking takes it. You know what? Whatever. They still ain't gonna win shit. So.
Oh, bold prediction? We got a bold prediction right here.
I think they lose in the first round again.
Oh!
If they don't get a defenseman at the trade deadline.
Shots fired, yes. Ball.
And it's nothing, Tavares. I still love you dearly, but the team, Toronto, I'm not happy with you right now. Not happy. But let me move on to soccer, and then we'll get into the big reveal of our.
Oh, that was epic. That was epic.
Our music.
I'm gonna be rewind to get to the point where, yeah, Toronto now they're on our shit list. They stole our.
You never heard that expression? Like someone, he or she is on my shit.
I know.
Yeah, Toronto.
I know. Yeah.
They're on my shit list right now.
Listen, you said that at a minute and 50. At a minute 1 and 58. I'm definitely tagging that. That is definitely going. Like, we gotta have our own version of like drop madness with no drops, just the crazy shit we say on the show.
Like Toronto, they're on my shit list.
Like hitting the button. Toronto's on the shit list.
Quick.
Damn, I missed that machine.
Quick Champions League recap. Real Madrid 3, Liverpool 1. I got to talk about that for like a couple minutes because Jurgen Klopp, you got to stop complaining, bro. You got to stop. Man City 2.
Oh, complaining. Whoa. Get into this. We'll go over the scores in a minute. Get into this. You know I like the juicy stuff.
So they lose. Now, Real Madrid, because their current stadium is under they're refurbishing it basically, so they're
okay.
It makes sense. While they have no fans, they figure we might as well play at our training ground, which isn't that far away. Although it's a stadium that holds 6,000 people, it's very tiny. It's very small. And one of the players actually a while back did complain about the lighting. But now all of a sudden, because Liverpool lost 3-1, Jurgen Klopp's like, one thing, it doesn't feel like a Champions League game, obviously, because you're playing in a training ground stadium and there's no fans. But anyway, he complained about the referee and he complained about the lighting at the stadium. I mean, stop. You lost. Deal with it. You're going back to Anfield, your home stadium next game. Try and win. Now it's going to be hard because Liverpool traditionally, when they have home packed stadium on those European nights, as they call them, in the Champions League, the stadium's bumping and everyone's hyped up. They play better, but it is going to be hard now with no fans in Liverpool. But you got to do what you got to do in these times. But instead, Jurgen Klopp just bitches and moans after every game. Whether they win, they lose. He's always got something to fucking say. It's annoying. Do you agree or no?
That sounds like Phil Jackson. Whenever Phil Jackson would lose a game against one of his opponents, he'd cry about the refs and
like he
Jordan wasn't getting
the bitch. The lighting. Oh, the lighting was bad. Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like you, Jurgen Klopp, but you got to take an L on that one, buddy. That's like that. You're bigger than that. You're bigger than that. You're complaining about lighting now? That's garbage.
Man City wins.
That's what happens when you're playing in a 6,000 seat stadium, you dopo. And wait a minute, now it's the lighting. But when you were killing everybody early in the year, it didn't matter.
Man City beat Borussia Dortmund 2-1. FC Porto lose to Chelsea 2-0. And Bayern Munich shockingly lose to PSG 3-2 and at home, but again, no fans. But honestly, Bayern's the way better team, so I think in the end they're going to come back and win. The Italian government to allow fans to attend Euro 2020 games. So Italy's government has decided that Rome's Olympic Stadium, or the Stadio Olimpico, as they say it,
Whoa! You said that with some flavor there. Do that again for me.
Stadio Olimpico. I actually went there for a game.
How is it?
Really cool. Back when I went to Rome years ago. It can be reopened to the public for European Championship matches, the Italian Football Federation said in a statement on Tuesday. Health Minister Roberto Speranza has told us that the government scientific advisors will identify the best solutions to allow the public to be at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome for the European Championships. The Italian Football Federation president said. So, Gabriele Gravina. I had to do a little Italian there.
What do you think about that? Do you think it's too soon?
I think it's too soon, and especially in Europe, a lot of European countries that are having trouble with vaccine rollouts, but it ain't going to be full. They're probably going to have small capacity. They're probably thinking, and UEFA's thinking, money, because this is usually a massive money maker for them in a big tournament. So they're probably going to try and find any which way. And so far, we've heard the Danish government and the Italian government will allow fans in their stadiums in Copenhagen and Rome. So we'll see if other European nations come out and announce the same. The games that will be played in Rome: Turkey versus Italy, which is the opening game of the tournament; Italy versus Switzerland; and Italy versus Wales. So 3 very good games and 1 quarterfinals match at the Stadio Olimpico.
What do you think? Where do you think Italy finishes? Do you think Italy wins all 3 of those games? Or do you think they're gonna get diced?
I think they win 2 out of 3. I think they win 2 and draw 1, but they move on out of the group. They win the group.
Hey, that's a good song. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah. Your favorite Meatloaf song, because we know it ain't Paradise by the Dashboard Light, but that's a whole nother story. But let's go. We'll end the show with our music sports comparisons there, my friend.
Wow. Wow.
Would you like to go first?
I actually would.
Okay.
So Ozzy Osbourne is Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, a music. Okay, play it, comp. Okay,
Ozzy Osbourne's Lawrence Taylor.
I could see that.
Michael Jordan is Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Prince is Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
The Showtime Lakers are the Beatles.
Ooh, interesting. I got the Showtime Lakers too, but for somebody else.
The '98 Yankees are the Stones.
Interesting.
Larry Bird is Phil Collins. Kind of steady, but you know what you get. Larry Bird, Phil Collins. Notorious B.I.G. You're gonna. I don't know if you're gonna like this, but Notorious B.I.G. is. Holy Ghost fire to burn in our spirit, in our soul. Man, so I had Biggie as holy and righteous. I had Biggie as like he's like a John Tavares, John Starks kind of comp, steady, always kind of in the mix. You know what you're getting on a Biggie album. You can get 1 or 2 records that absolutely bump, and then the rest of it, if you're a hip hop head, is beautiful. Claude Giroux.
Oh, you did a lot.
Claude Giroux is Eminem because he's just crazy, and I love Claude Giroux with the Miss Teeth and he's beautiful. So yeah, that's my bracket. Oh, I got one more fire.
Okay.
The '80s Islanders. The '80s Islanders are Iron Maiden.
Okay.
That was
in the 80s, so that makes sense.
Yeah, the '80s Islanders is Iron Maiden. Once again, my list: Michael Jackson was Michael Jordan, Derek Jeter's Prince, Larry Bird is Phil Collins. Jesus, I'm drawing a blank. Iron Maiden is the '80s Islanders. The Showtime Lakers are the Beatles. The '98 Yankees are the Stones. Am I missing anybody, Big Dog?
No.
Okay, good. Who you got, man? I'm pumped.
All right, and I did like why I picked them for each one, so just bear with me. The Beatles.
I did that too, but I didn't want. I'm figuring the game's on. I didn't want to be here for 90 hours.
It is. I got my eye on it, but the Beatles are Liverpool Football Club. One, because they're from Liverpool. They're the greatest band. There's no argument. And Liverpool is the greatest English club of all time. They won the most championships. I counted. Them and Manchester United. They beat them by 1 trophy, but that makes them the greatest. Out of all the amount of different clubs, they won. They have 68 trophies. You count. So, like after me, I was like, all right, Liverpool comp. You're from Liverpool, so that
Look at this guy tying it all together. Look! Oh!
I got a couple more like that, so bear with me. Billy Joel is like the New York Islanders, and again, he's from Long Island. How can I not compare the two? The Islanders won 4 cups in the 80s, and I did some research.
Research!
I feel like they were tough. Well, they are tough, grinded out type of team, gritty, may not get national recognition. And even now, Billy, of course, is popular. He's a resident at the Garden, sells it out every once a month. He played other shows, millions at the Stadium, the old Giant Stadium. He played at Chase Stadium, if you remember that big concert. But I mean, compared to like maybe Elton John, Rod Stewart, other artists in that pop rock genre, I feel like he's don't get me wrong, Piano Man's moving out all the hits, but I still feel like he doesn't get like the recognition as some other guys. And those other two I love also, of course, Elton and Rod Stewart too. And he's a low-key type of dude. Like, he's like a regular guy, you know. On the score, 1-0. Speaking of, gotta get fired up there. Brock Nelson again, 15 goal of the season here. I just gotta see the why. Oh, beautiful. So yeah, Billy Joel is the Islanders, and also too, I googled like awards that Billy Joel has won, music awards. He won 4 of them in the 80s, which was kind of weird. I was like, putting that down, yes. So come on now, you'll like this one. Elton John is like the Showtime Lakers.
Whoa!
Flashy, stylish, both of them were on the court and on the piano. When Elton plays, he's flashy, he does all these crazy moves. Well, when he was a younger dude, he would
because now kneecaps
do all these crazy moves. I mean, he still kicks ass at playing piano, but he don't move around like he used to, which is okay.
Well, yeah, anybody. I mean, we're 29, we don't move around like we used to last week.
Had a great career, succeeded. So did the Lakers. I read they won 5 championships, the Showtime Lakers. Very famous nationally.
Real quick. Speaking of the Lakers, there'll be fans back at Staples Center on May 12th.
Oh, wow. Elton is very associated with Los Angeles. He got his 2-0 Islanders. Okay, man. 14th goal this season for Jordan Eberle. Let's see it. Beautiful setup. So Elton got his start playing at the, that you've been to LA, the Troubadour Club. He got his start playing there. He also played 2 of the biggest shows, in music history. The big 2 sold-out shows at Dodger Stadium. He also played at the Hollywood Bowl as well. Cizikas is down. That's why I'm looking kind of concerned right now. He's down. I gotta give the folks a little play-by-play right now because I'm a little concerned. I'm sorry, but this is he's bleeding.
What, he took a puck to the stick to the face?
He got boarded. Oh! He got shoved from behind, boarding. That's got to be a 5. Game misconduct. Throw him out of the game, the guy. Got to go. You can't do that. And his neck bent. Oh, it was nasty.
Oh. Is he still down, or is he?
No, he actually walked off on his own, which is
great.
Yo, how do you not throw this guy out of the game for doing that?
Oh,
bullshit. All right, I'm gonna hurry this up because I gotta watch this game. Oh, they're reviewing it. See, MLB, take a look. I compared the 80s Giants defense with Lawrence Taylor, Harry Carson, all those dudes with Kiss.
Oh!
Being from New York, the Giants, baba boop. But Kiss is an explosive band to see live. They got the fireworks. They, loud, just in your face. Same with those 80s Giants defenses, especially the year they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor, I'm gonna kill you. When I get back there, I'm gonna kill you. Lawrence
Yeah.
Taylor. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing, but that's kind of funny. Oh man, that's it. That's your list.
That's it. Yeah, I was gonna do. I couldn't think of a baseball one. I had a hard time with that for some reason. I don't know. As
All right. Anyway, folks, that's gonna wrap us up. This was fun. We hope you enjoyed the list because that list was awesome. And we'll see you guys again on Monday. And by the way, if you didn't get a chance to say your list, or if you had a list and you want to say yours, we're taking list requests on Monday. We're taking list requests all week.
throw him out of here.
Mhm.
Misconduct. Goodbye. Fight up. Sorry. Now we got a 5-minute power play. Good, that's what you get. All right, it's a commercial. You can keep going. Come on, you love it. You love when I go psycho.
I'm trying to end the. I'm trying to end the show so you can go watch the game, and he interrupts me and yells 5 minutes misconduct.
All right, you could end it. We're on commercial.
Anyway, we're done, folks. This is a great show. Big Dog going mental at the end. The list was janky, I thought. And we'll talk to you guys on Monday.
Let's go Rounders, baby.
Oh my god.